Alright everyone, so we're back with the abandoned WS6, and last video was us putting the motor in it, and today we got the heads torqued down, which I did that because it's kind of a long process, but it's long tube time and exhaust. The fuel pump and everything's done in the tank, but I'm still waiting on a relay for that to be put in. But other than that, let me show you what we got already. Put this around. So I did mess around earlier this week and I put the balancer and the alternator on, but the heads are torqued and ready to go. Push rods and rockers are next, but that can wait. But first we gotta jack the car up to get it super high and super sketchy to get the long tubes to clear the ground and the car. So here's gonna be a time lapse of us putting that on. Alright, before we actually get started, I forgot some. I do want to mention these. They're the Allen, you can't really see them, but they're Allen key screws, bolts, and I think these work a whole lot better for like space wise, because you just get an Allen key and cut it down and you have the perfect amount of room to work and put these in and not have to fight a wrench or a socket in them. So I like to use these, and you just get these at your local hardware place. I can't remember what the size was, but yeah, I just wanted to put that in there. Alright, back to time lapse. Alright, so the long tubes are now on there, started, both sides. What you did or had to do, if you're on jack stands like I am with this car, you gotta jack the car up way high under the cross member to be able to clear these, because these will hit the ground if it's not high enough. So you want to make sure it's high enough so you can just slide them up in there like we did, like you saw in the time lapse. I hope you can see it in the time lapse. But yeah, so the long tubes are on. So next is going to be the Y pipe. Then once that boy's in there, it's going to be exhaust time. So then we're probably going to throw the catch can on next and get the front accessories on and the sensors in and whatnot. Alright, so got the intake to sit on there, but long tubes are on, got the catch can on, the wide pipe is on. But this one will stop tonight, and then I'm going to pick up tomorrow, so this is going to be still one video. But the rear end still dropped down. Hopefully get the boiler up in there, and we're getting closer to a startup, boys. Alright, so it's the next day. I'm back at it. I'm gonna work on getting the flex plate bolts on, starter up in there, also get water pump and everything up here, maybe even throw the radiator back in today. I'm not 100% sure. Just trying to think of what's not going to screw me in the future, but I think I'm good for everything on the front side of the motor wise. Alright, so converter bolts are on, thank God. Now I'm going to start unpackaging my wiring harness from where I press the washer and start preparing to run the wiring harness again and get everything in natural home location, which one of these big boys is my trans plugs. So okay, so trans and 202s. Okay, sick. That's gonna go down in the back. That way. And I'm hung up. And I got grounds a vacuum line that I need to remember to do. And this is my front O2, and I gotta remember what this is for. Anyway, yeah. Alright, so this is all of this, and all of you go over there. So now, blabbing around, just thinking outside. But I gotta take the cross member down, the trans cross member down, just so I can get the trans plugged in, because I had that sitting up so I can get the dipstick tube back in. But now I gotta plug everything in, so give me 1 second. Alright, so I got in the zone and just started trucking. But I got the harness hooked up, I got the harness ran up here, I got the water pump on. I'm going to work on splicing into the fan harness so I can splice it into my trans cooler harness that's mounted under here, right there. Yeah, so I like where I put that at, and the fan's right on top of it, so I'm gonna get it to pull air up through it, so it's sucking the air from the ground up through the cooler for the transmission. And got oil pressure sensor in there. Yeah, I'm just piddling around right now, just doing stuff to it. But yeah, we're rolling with it. Try to get everything on top of and everything under the hood done as much as I possibly can, because I gotta wire up stuff for the trans, as like the cooler, the trans temp gauge, and I'm not trying to do that yet because I'm procrastinating. But yeah, we're rolling, so I'll give you an update in a minute. Alrighty, so I got a whole lot done. This is just the piddly stuff, obviously, but the radiator's in, water pump's on, a lot of the front of the car is done, so pretty hyped. Now, this is going to be the last video also before a startup. Like, the next video after this video is going to be for a startup. And cross my fingers, maybe a drive too. But I'll have the GoPro on the car regardless anyway. But so obviously I've gotten a lot done. I showed you all around the car. Gas tank's still out of it, but it's just all the little piddly shit that you have to do to get a startup. So I just knocked that out today. Just took today off and just worked. So I got the the flex plate bolted up, starter on. I got the front accessories on minus the power steering, because I still have to get a pulley puller to get my pulley off the other one from the new one. But that's here. I got the harness plugged in semi to what I could plug in. Long tubes are on, Y pipe is on. The radiator, AC condenser, and fans are on. Yeah, I mean, next is just, we got power now, so now we just need some fuel and then some spark. So hopefully the last video of the build series. It's gonna be the next one, and then I can start actually doing custom, what's the word for it? Visual things like wheels, lowering it, all the stuff that I normally do to Pontiacs and my poor red car, because that used to be pretty. I'll put a video, a picture of what that car used to look like right now. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. It really means a lot to me, and just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That'd be really helpful. But I will see you guys next time, and the next video will be a startup. Thank you and have a good day.